So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop. Prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No! You can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on, so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. You might have heard that live shopping is exploding, and I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. How are you? Come on in. Got a good show today. Something I do, probably twice a year. And I'm living it right now. I'll talk about that in a little bit. The 9-year life cycle. My friend Lewis Gates taught me this a long time ago. I think it's my third time through it. And I'm telling you, life is lived in cycles. You're born, you live, you die. And then there's a Facebook post that you died. And then 10 years later, somebody goes, I wonder what happened to that guy. They go, look it up. And then there's an old Facebook post. Oh, he died. Oh, that's cool. Interesting. Well, it's a circle of life. It's a cycle. And that's okay. Life is long enough. Trust me. It's a daily boost from motivationtomove.com, the positive boost you need every single day. Welcome to the jungle. Happy to have you here today. So do things a little bit differently around here. This show, if it's your first time coming in, and it always is, there's always people arriving. It's amazing how many new people are here. They keep coming to the door. And what is this thing all about? Well, here's what it's all about, okay? Positive, upbeat motivation, kind of the 101 thing that I do around here. Everybody needs a daily boost. That's what we do. But I tend to approach it with a very honest approach. So if you're the kind of person who doesn't want to look at life honestly, Let's rephrase that. If you're the kind of person who looks at life for what it is, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and says, okay, what do I do with it? This is perfect for you. If you're the kind of person who doesn't want to see it, who thinks everything just should be perfect and be utopia, this is probably not your show, and you probably shouldn't listen. You're not going to like me anyway, so why listen? But I can promise you that if you are open to really looking at the world for what it is and the way things actually work, practicing what I call observational motivation. What's that mean, Scott? It means paying attention to what works and what doesn't work. Both good and bad. Don't do what doesn't work. Do what does work. Okay? That's kind of simple stuff. So if it's your first time around, thanks for coming in. I'm glad to have you here. Did I say who it was? Does it matter? Go to the website, motivationtomove.com. Read my story. I worked really hard to write a story for you there. It's cool. It's fun. You're going to like it. So the 9-year life cycle. Living your 9-year life cycle. I have talked about this for a long time. My late wife, Cheryl, who's been gone now, almost 17 years, she actually never saw this show do what it does. She was in on the conversation before we started it, and one of the reasons I started this show, but she never actually heard it. She was passed about 6 weeks before I started the show, so it kind of came after that. But she was a spiritual person, and we were involved in spiritual activities more back then than I am these days, because I've read all those books, and it's like, okay, let's find something else to read. But my friend Lewis Gates taught me this about the 9-year life cycle. An easy way, if you're into the law of attraction, and you should be, because it does. It's law of focus, basically. When you figure out what you want, focus on it. It's money, how the attraction thing happens. It's cool. It's like going to a bar one night and said, wait a second. I like that. I like the way that person looks over there. I'm going to focus on that person and watch how it happens. Law of attraction comes into play. Maybe after a couple of drinks. So the 9-year life cycle.
This episode is brought to you by Google Health. Stop chasing someone else's definition of health. What matters is what's healthy for you. Google Health offers a new kind of coach built with Gemini for effortless tracking, sleep insights, and holistic coaching tailored to you. Visit googlestore.com to learn more and start a new relationship with your health. Requires Google account, Google Health app, internet, and Google Health premium subscription. Features subject to change. Availability and results vary. Not intended for medical purposes. Works independently of Gemini apps. Check responses for accuracy.
This repeats throughout your life, consistently throughout your life. It's a little broad. It's not exact. But when you pull back a little bit, the 30,000-foot view, and look at this, you can see it plays out again and again and again. I encourage you, when you're done with this today, if you want to write this down, if you have my daily nugget that I send out every day, this is written in the daily nugget, so it's easy for you. If you don't, join Daily Boost Premium, you'll get it. So the 9-year life cycle begins the day you're born, and it's really kind of simple. So in year 1, and this is when you're born, the day you're born, right then, that's the first year, right? Now, you can't do this as a baby, but you do start doing it later on in life, probably in your 20s. You start asking for a new purpose in life. It reveals itself in year 2. So it takes a whole year to start asking, to start figuring out, to start paying attention. Because as I've said before, when you say something, when a thought comes in your mind, you're going to do a couple things with it. When a thought pops in your mind, well, maybe I'll do this for my life. It takes you a while to figure out yes, no, or if you're really silly, you'll sit in the middle for the next 10 years and drive yourself crazy. But it does take time. You've noticed that. A lot of people want success overnight. You're going to get a little bit of success, bits and pieces of happiness overnight, but you're not going to get it all overnight. The big thing you want is going to take time just to figure out, and for the universe to do its thing, to allow everything to kind of spin around. As a little example, sometimes, well, I've decided my new purpose in life is to get a job, but he won't return my call. I said, yeah, because he's on sabbatical in Siberia for 6 months, and you got to wait for him to get back. Sometimes it takes time. Sabbatical in Siberia. I suppose it could happen. So the first year, you're asking for a new purpose in life. The second year begins to tighten a little bit. Things start moving. In year 3, you begin to get what you want. You'll enjoy the changes that happen. About the third year in is when it happens. Now, again, this is not rocket science in the sense that it's been 3 years now. No, it could happen sooner than that. Generally speaking, we're moving in that direction. You get your 4th year, you start accelerating to your purpose. So it makes sense. You figured out what you want to do. You're heading down that road. You're pulling the resources together. You're getting everything together, starting to make it happen. You've made the necessary changes in your life. That husband you haven't liked for 20 years is gone now. The new guy's here. It's awesome. You start accelerating in the direction of your purpose. Years 5 and 6, evaluation. You start to look back and say, okay, I've been working really hard on the focus of my life. Is it working for me? Do I like it? Do I not like it? Do I still want it around? Do I want to change it? And years 7 and 8, you start letting go. So look at this flow here. You're kind of beginning to decide in the first year. It starts to come in your life as your resource, and it starts to happen for you. And then you start to accelerate it. And then you start to say, okay, wait, I got this figured out. Let me drop a few things and get a tighter focus. 7 and 8 is when you're doing that. You begin to remove all that clutter in your life. And year 9, by the way, where I am right now, about ready to go into another cycle. I'm 63. I get to go into a new cycle here pretty soon. You begin to ponder the next phase of your life. The process continues. So what cycle are you in? So personally for me, just to give you some reflection on this, if I go back in time to this program right now. Now, this program, as an example, and only an example, I've done this show since 2000 and late 2006. There have been a number of variations of this, number of iterations along the way, but about 9 years ago, I was pondering a change. My daughter was working for me. She wanted to change, and we wanted to move in a different direction. She did. And about 9 years ago, I shifted off. I began to write my daily nugget. I did a lot more writing, a lot more speaking. The Daily Click came out. I went from doing this show 1 day a week to doing it 5 days a week. Everything changed about 9 years ago. That's when it started. And I've been, the past couple of years, have sensed a new change coming. And if you know me and you work with me and my coaching clients and my different calls, I promise you anything. I'm going to change all the time. But the last couple of years, I'm doing what? I'm evaluating things. I'm letting go of things. If you know me and you pay attention to me and you look at what's happening around here, you'll realize how much I've dropped in the past year. It's crazy what I've done. Why? Because I've been thinking about what the next phase is, and I have to get clear of it. You got to make space for whatever you're going to do next. You can't jump into the new stuff right away. You can't jump into being 100% busy and expect to add more to it. So you got to start clearing out the stuff that doesn't serve you anymore, like that ex-husband. Or ex-wife. Okay, let's be real here. So as I roll into my new cycle, I'm pondering. I've got some space. I kind of have an idea what I'm doing. In fact, I probably have more of an idea than I'm willing to admit right now. I'm kind of waiting. It's going to be a fun ride. And this continues for your entire life. So where are you right now? To start when you're born, the day you're born, in 9 years. And here's a cool thing. And I've seen people do this a lot. If you go back in time and pay attention to where you were in accordance with these 9 years, you'll see it flows this way constantly, kind of a big cycle all the time. And when you do that, when you can see that you've actually made changes in accordance with this 9-year cycle, then you start playing into that. You start using it. I promise you, it happens automatically, happens without you thinking about it. It's always in play, and you will see it. It will shine very clearly when you put a light on it. It will. I don't know what's going to happen my next life cycle. I have no idea, but I will tell you this. I'll probably have a beard. We'll say, really, Scott? But you look so good without a beard. I've been a clean face forever. Come on, let me be dirty for a while, all right? Just see what happens. It looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. People are saying, dude, you can rock the beard. I never knew it. I'm now one of those guys. I'm a beard bro. Yes. Shall I grow a beard? Can't tell I've been watching Greg Brzezinski too much on YouTube channels these days. God, to have hair like him, he's awesome. All right, what are we going to do tomorrow? Just have fun. If we can't have fun, why the hell do this, okay? Why? It's not worth it. I'm not going to be serious. I'll be serious when I die. Dead serious. All right, tomorrow, find your passion. Be yourself. Check me out, Facebook, dailyboostpodcast.com/Facebook. The premium program is also available, dailyboostpremium.com. Go check that out if you want it.